Hi, Collective. I'm Ancient, and I have a significant message for someone. I'm hearing just when you thought that things were over, it's not. So there is a connection or situation that happened between you two, and you thought it was over. You still think that it's over. And for some of you, you're saying, Ancient, no, it's over. Well, I'm here to tell you I have death here in the tower with the Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Lovers. It's something very spiritual about this connection because there was significant messages or significant lessons, I should say, that both of you needed to experience or go through or learn as it relates to this connection. The connection between you both ignited a transformation, an ego death between you both. Both of you went through the portal of transformation, and it was something that both of you needed to learn from each other. You taught them something and they taught you something. And some of you are like, well, no, Angel, they didn't teach me nothing. Well, no, they taught you how to let go. They taught you, I feel, to acknowledge when someone's not treating you to the level of what you deserve. They taught you a lesson of following your intuition when red flags are showing up. Like there was, if you dig deep and reflect, which I feel like a lot of you have been in hermit mode, coming out of hermit mode, but if you dig deep and you reflect on the connection and be honest with yourself, it's not about whose fault it was. It takes two, to tangle in a connection. But when you really dig deep and you reflect and you become more self-aware and you really acknowledge the true um nature of the situation, you're going to come to realize what part you played in it and also where you fell short in areas that you needed to grow from in terms of how to be in a relationship or be a better person slash partner. And I feel like a lot of you have acknowledged that in secret. You may or may not have said it to the person or even had the opportunity to really have a really deep conversation with this person, but you have acknowledged it within yourself. And what you've acknowledged is that, you know, you need to learn how to lower your ego and sometimes relinquish control and allow the universe to let things unfold naturally. Because I feel like the connection between you and this person was very strong. And for some of you, you could have tried to like push your way into it. Um, and you didn't allow the situation to unfold the way that it should have. Maybe you try to rush things for some of you. So with the death here in the tower, there was something very significant. And where you have these double endings here, you have the tower, which is the physical manifestation of change, as I always say. But you also have the death card here, which is the ego, the self. It represents you transcending and growing and awakening to flaws within yourself so that you can transmute that energy and expand to a higher level of consciousness. So I feel here with the death card in the tower, that's where you have headed and that's where you're going. That's where you are. And that's where the person that you were connected to, they've also grown and expanded to a higher level of consciousness through that transformational portal. So here with the Four of Swords here and the Queen of Cups and the Lovers, I'm seeing where this person has taken some time off. You've taken some time off just from dating in general. You've really been focusing on the practical things in life. And with the Four of Swords and the Queen of Cups here and the Lovers, I feel like you have gotten to you've gotten to a place of loving yourself, truly loving yourself and respecting yourself and knowing what that actually means, right? But I'm also seeing where this person is thinking about you quite a bit. That's why I say just when you thought that it was over, it wasn't. It's the fact that this connection really needed to end spiritually, physically, in all aspects. Like it needed to end in order for it to grow into a new beginning because the death card here represents not just endings, right? But it also represents new beginnings. So something needed to die The ego needed to die within both of you in order for the energy to transmute itself. The tower here is the representation of the physical transmutation of change. And so, with the tower being here, there needed to be some rearranging of furniture, perspective. And when I say furniture, I'm using that as a metaphor, figure of speech. It's like you two needed to go through this change here in order for there to be the possibility of a new beginning. So now that the change has happened, and I feel like there's been a lot of changes here, um, this person is thinking about you and they're ready to choose you. They're choosing you because you chose yourself. That's what I'm getting. That's the message that I'm getting. They're choosing you because you chose yourself. And you will continue to choose yourself. It's like there was a lesson of you learning to really fall in love with yourself and what does that mean, and you honoring your value. With the death card here in the two of wands, this person never really fully let you go. Okay, so things ended, but they never fully let you go. This is why you in your own mind, I feel like with the death here, you were done, but you kept, feeling like, why do I keep going back? Why do I feel like I want to keep going back? It's because this person hadn't fully let you go. Okay, so I do see here with the Knight of Cups, there is going to be a message coming in, an apology coming in. I feel like this person with the Four Swords and the Eight of Swords cannot stop thinking about you, and the energy, you're feeling it too. Your intuition's telling you this person's coming back or coming in. They are. It's getting more and more intense here with the Tower. So the Tower is, there's going to be another Tower. The Tower is the new beginning. So the ending was the Tower, and then the Tower also brings a new beginning as well. Things are going to be crashing and burning, but it's in preparation for this new start with you. But it's up to you though. It's free will. We do have the Page of Pentacles. Something about this person wanting to talk to you about this whole new beginning. You two hitting the reset button. I like to say here with pages, we have the Ace of Wands. So there is a passionate, intense new beginning that's going to be happening between you two. And it's because you chose yourself, and because you're choosing yourself, this person is coming in to love you and show you exactly and mirror to you essentially what you're showing yourself. Okay, for those of you where this message resonates, that's going to resonate. They're going to mirror you, because I feel like if you think back when you were connected to this person and dealing with them, it almost felt like everything that you would say to them, they would mirror back to you. And you thought it was weird and odd but really what it is that whatever you were projecting outwardly, they were reflecting it back onto you and vice versa. So both of you were projecting energies onto each other and it was clashing. It felt like it wasn't working because this person had their own insecurities within the connection. I feel like you didn't necessarily have insecurities, but there was doubt there, because something just felt right, but it didn't feel right. And it was because you two just needed to go through this transformational portal of the self. There was a lot of ego intact. Like, I feel like both of you have very similar experiences as it relates to relationships, and you needed to go through that final ending or that final death essentially in order for you two to kind of like move forward and fully relinquish control, because I feel like you met someone that matched you in terms of having control issues, and they wanted you to treat them a certain way, but you also wanted them to treat you a certain way, and it was like clashing and you both just could not get on the same page. So now that the ending happened, now that the Tower has brought everything down, you two can now rebuild. So I see this person coming in to love you the way you deserve to be loved, because you are mirroring that, you're projecting that outwardly. I do recommend that if you want this person to come back, to continue to think in a positive light as it relates to them, stay in a high vibration, because that's what you're going to manifest. That is also a lesson that you learn, that whatever you think is exactly what you are drawing near you. So if you think positive, that's what you're going to get. Okay, so if this is what you want, continue to live in a high vibrational manner so that you can attract this type of energy, which I do see this person coming in, because that's exactly what you want and that's what you're projecting outwardly, and that's what you're going to manifest. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.